Hi everybody, in this video I'm going to be showing you the process for my Project Me 19 February layouts. And for the challenge for February, you're supposed to use a washi and make like a layout with your washi tapes. So I'm just showing you the supplies I'm using. I've got some punches and some pretty markers that I'm going to use later on in the video. And when I filmed this video originally, it was meant to be like live. In the end, it got way too long and I had to edit it down significantly. So I was just showing you the washi swatches that I did, and I had to edit out the whole process of me actually punching these out, which was kind of boring anyway, but you can see now that I have got a bunch of punched images. And when I made these washi swatches, I guess, when the paper that I used, I put it on sticker paper because I knew that peeling like bits of washi off would be kind of complicated. So I'm just peeling the backs off of this sticker paper and laying down the circle punched images at the bottom of the page. I want to create like a layered look. I want to start kind of heavy at the bottom and kind of thin as I go up the page. And I don't have very many punches. I have like circles in like 3 different sizes. I had to go out and buy this particular flower punch that I'm peeling now. And I had the heart punch in my stash. I don't know how long I've had it, but it was in my desk. So I've got 3 different size hearts. I've got big, medium, and teeny tiny. And I kind of liked the way it looked out. I had a better vision in my mind, but I think it was just because the washi colors that I used were very bold, and in the end it didn't come out to be as light and whimsical as I had pictured in my mind. I was actually inspired by Petra over on Instagram. I have no idea how to pronounce her handle, so I will just link it down below, but she is on the Stationery Selection design team as well as an ambassador for Cafe Analog, so that's really exciting that I get to work with her on 2 different platforms. But she inspired me with her February layout, and our layouts don't look exactly the same, but her technique of layering the washi pieces and kind of making it flow is kind of where I got my inspiration from. So yeah, I will make sure I will link her handle down below so you can check her out because she's just absolutely amazing. But yeah, I'm moving on to the hearts. I've kind of started with the medium size, and then I'm going to sprinkle the teeny size in with that, and then the bigger size hearts I want to be at the top because I don't have quite as many as those, because the punch I think has like 2 big hearts, 4 medium hearts, and 2 teeny ones, I think. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, so the title of the challenge is Away with the Gray. You're supposed to be kind of channeling the end of winter and the beginning of spring. And so I've got my gray Tombow brush pen, and I'm trying to figure out how I want to letter in the middle of this page Away with the Gray and what kind of font I want to use. And like I said, I edited this video like crazy, but I actually fiddled with that for like 10 minutes. It was ridiculous. And I even stopped the camera at one point. And then I just decided to just quickly script out, and I'm just trying to figure out where I want away with and then the gray. So yeah, I really like how it turns out. I rarely ever get to create this way on film. And like I said before, when I filmed this originally, it was supposed to be like a craft with me video. I was talking to the camera, I was doing everything live, and then in the end it was just way too long, so I had to edit it. So yeah, I still think it turned out okay. You get the gist of the idea, and it's still kind of fun to watch. So now I am just taking the pen and kind of thickening my downstrokes to give it that real brush lettering look. The brush tip on these Tombow pens is way too thick for the size lettering I want it to go with, so I just used the thinner nib and just kind of thickened my downstrokes on that. And that's just kind of like a calligraphy hack that I think probably everybody knows how to do now. So now I'm going in and filling in those spaces with the bigger hearts, and I don't think I end up using all of the medium or small hearts, but there you go. This is the, excuse me, kind of the final result. I think I had a better idea in my mind. I couldn't find the right flower punch I was looking for and kind of settled for the one that I'm using. But it still looks okay in the end. I did the challenge, and it was therapeutic, and it was fun, and I pulled out all of the bright colored washi that I don't normally do, and it was fun. So now I'm doing my February check-in, and originally I hadn't planned on filming this process, but I pulled the markers out and I decided to just do it. And in the end, the video gets cut off. I don't get to finish the layout on film, but you will get to see me do a pretty good chunk. I'm going to do the chart that I did last year. I really liked the way that worked out, and I'm just pulling up right here the things that I have to track basically. And I really liked the way that worked out, and so I'm going to just do the exact same thing this month. So I'm just writing out the things. I think it is physically, emotionally, mentally, work, job, career, relationships. Of course, my screen went blank. Family, energy level, social media, creativity, and stress. So I'm just going to just write those out with no fancy hand lettering or anything. Make a chart and use the mild liners that I have. And then I also picked up a really pretty light pink Tombow brush marker that I'm going to use for this layout as well. So yeah, just using this ruler, nothing really fantastic about this. I'm not measuring it, I'm just following the lines. So yeah, are you guys participating in the Project Me 19 challenge that Dee over at Cafe Analog has set up for us? It's actually been a lot of fun. If you follow me over on Instagram, I'll leave my handle down below. You get a lot of inspiration on Instagram. But I have been posting the layouts that I create, so it's been really fun. I hope you guys are following along. I'll leave the link for everything down below so you can, if you're not following along, you can. But yeah, so basically what I'm doing is I'm using these mild liners and then this brush pen, and I am just, sorry, just going along how far I feel like I am on that particular level. I've been feeling amazing this year, and so my levels are pretty high. If I had done this back in the fall, they would all have been so low, but I've been feeling really good and being really motivated, and it's just been really, really great. So it's really fun to actually physically see how well I'm doing on paper, which is nice. So I don't know. It's a great accountability challenge in my opinion. So last month I used my analog stamp, I think it's just an analog stamp. Analog Life or Analog Love. Analog Life. And I got this from Cafe Analog, and I'm just stamping out in gray ink, and I'm going to fill it out halfway. I didn't want to fill it out all on camera because I just wanted to show like the decorative part of what I was doing, and I didn't want to do too much writing. So yeah, I just fill in a couple of the things with the date because I didn't want to forget the day that I worked on this. And I keep flipping back and forth to see how much room I need to leave for the other parts of the journaling that I need to do. So I'm going to leave 2 pretty big spaces to do more journaling, and then I'm going to bring in some vintage tickets. I've pulled a bunch of pinks and like Valentine's-y colors from my stash, and I'm going to just pull out a couple and layer them on the top of this, and I'm going to call it good. Once I glue all of these down, the video cuts out, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If you're not subscribed, make sure to do that, and make sure to give the video a thumbs up, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Check the links down below for all the information and follow along. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.